Good morning, crypto world.
Apollonauts, are you ready?
Guess what? Guess what? Apollo Sharding is right on the edge of happening. And this is the thing you must think about. The man you're listening to right now is a coder who knows code. He is a marketer who knows marketing. His company does marketing. His company builds apps. His company does Java, Apache, a bunch of other coding. And I know, and this is why it puts me at ease, I've been around Apollo since early April 2018 and promoting them quite often and not getting paid for it. In the beginning, got some compensation to do it and then just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. Why? Because I know where Apollo's going. Pure fact. I know what they've done. The all-in-one wallet that has your gateway to the next-gen network, private messaging, marketplace, data storage, issue your own coin, voting, aliases. You can sell the aliases like a website domain. Yeah, you know how you reserve a website and then you can sell it down the road? You know, if you bought Amazon early, Walmart, whatever you want to do, just whatever you think of comes to your head, you could have sold those. That's aliases. But anyway, getting to what we have in front of us here, the market, you're looking at it, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. We'll get into that in 1 second. But I want to go through quickly on the issues what we have for coding. They are cooking out the DEX live coding with atomic swaps. And I'll show you that in a second. The sharding update for the network is 54 to 55% complete of updating the nodes. So it's taking a little longer than they thought, but it's working. It's getting there. The magic block at 2,250,000 will be your number when it hits it. It is the first sharded block. This is all cooking right now this weekend, and this is going to be a rush because what you have, patience is a virtue. That's what you have to have in investments. You have to have patience, and this is coming. So we're having fun watching it, and when it does, you are going to have the all-in-one which has all of those things that I mentioned to you. Okay? Working in Africa to do national currencies. Having the fastest network in the world go to sub-second speed. Having your built-in DEX into your wallet to exchange. And I'll show you and talk about that in a second. Some people want to know about cashing out again. Even though it's in my past videos, I'll discuss Paxos quickly. But let's get over to the market. Bitcoin, you've got 11,371.55, and over the last 24 hours up 1.69%. Ethereum is up 1.98. XRP is up about 0.28. The market has gone sideways to a degree. A little bit of a downturn, but sideways overall. Bitcoin's been doing good. It's gone up, come down. It'll go up again. This behemoth of a coin value is going to go up, supply and demand. And it's industrial, institutional, it is normal Joe buying. It is going to go up. And you're going to see at the end of this year, Bitcoin is going to be, how can I put it, huge. It's going to be really huge next year. And you're just going to see that with this. Let's go over to this year. Okay, that's Bitcoin for this year. And I bet you that you're going to see even a bigger pull of that going up, and up by the end of the summer, into the fall, and of course, Merry Christmas to anybody that holds Bitcoin and any other good coin / token of value. And that's XRP, in my opinion. I'm not your financial advisor, but I am somebody that talks about facts and being real with the market. All this other stuff you have in the market, a lot of it's fluff. Apollo is massive. Its utility value is massive. And this is what you need to think, is that you want to basically get the coins that are going to be around for a long time and get them ones that you know that are going to do well. G20 Osaka Summit 2019. G20 leaders declaration of crypto assets. A look at their commitments. We're not going to read the whole article, but I'll tell you one thing. You look at the gist of what this is. Now, a lot of them do support cryptocurrencies for use in blockchain and other things, but the money people are afraid of fiat being replaced by crypto. It's not going to happen soon. But I'll tell you one thing, if Libra does get approved, you're going to see something happen and they're afraid of it. The United States government's afraid of it. Other governments are afraid of it. When you have billions of users, okay, using a cryptocurrency, now I'm not saying everybody on Facebook would use Libra, but you would have a lot of them start to get into it and use it. And more would, because it would just balloon. You're going to basically see them use Libra more than they would use their cash. And yeah, get my drift? So this is something that would take a long time to happen, but that would be your stepping stone to replacing fiat in the world, not just countries. You know, you have Apollo working with Africa for hyperinflation countries to put in the Apollo 0% inflation legal tender, coin/paper/digital. Yeah, that's going to go on and that's going to happen. But now, basically for world domination, you're not going to see that happen for many years with cryptocurrency. Many years. But this is a stepping stone. Libra, if it ever gets out on the market, which I think it will. Gibraltar Stock Exchange and Bitbond issuer of Germany's first security token planned cooperation. And you have to love the rock, the Gibraltar. Anyway, it's just a rush. And when you look at the market as a whole, yeah, there's stuff going on, no doubt about that. It's a little slow right now, but I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be a nice summertime and a nice rest of the year. For Petro, Venezuela's central bank now required to sell Petro. Maduro is trying to get the Petro cryptocurrency to be used in the mainstream and do well. But there's a lot of controversy with Petro, if it's backed by oil or not. It's not in the white paper, but it's claimed. A lot of different things. Now with the branches. The coder man that you're talking to. Okay, the big thing about this, when you look at this, for me, it gives me an idea of what's going on, how they're progressing, and it gives you peace of mind knowing that they are cooking out the product. And when you look at first we'll go over here to the Apollo main page, and this is what you have. You have the update of the testnet chain JSON 1.35.4 version. Now they started out doing the update and they estimated a 24 to 48 hour time frame, which ended yesterday or actually an hour ago. They're so close, so close. Users will see nodes begin to update over the next 24 hours. Once all nodes receive the update, and that's key. Once all nodes receive the update, adaptive forging, which is a rush, will activate. Depending on the block generation frequency, block 2,250,000 will occur within the next 24 to 48 hours. It's taking a little longer than that because of the node updating, but once all the nodes receive the update, it will kick butt. And getting back to that, again, you have version updates that they started out upgrading, and it was a 1.35.2, then they went to 3, then they went to 4. So they've been updating the nodes and taking a little more time to get it done, but Sharding, the advancing of the nodes at the time of recording, was 54% done. So you've just got to understand that it's coming. And it's coming to the point of where Sharding, licensed, fully licensed. That's another question I had about Sharding. Yes, Apollo owns the licensing of this. They have a license paperwork that's built into the piece here. So copyrighted by Apollo. That's a beautiful thing. Now when you look at what's going on for the branches, the DEX is another big thing coming out, and that should be out next week. What you look at there, it's built into the wallet right now for deposit, but you want the active trading. And they are working with it to get it done, but they took the bold step. They could have just issued it, but they took the bold step of putting in atomic swaps to stand out in the crowd. So you have not just a pure, perfectly decentralized exchange in your wallet with no KYC, no verification, but the beautiful guarantee of atomic swaps. Google it. You'll read up on it. You'll see what it takes. And it's so tough to build and code, but Apollo's doing it. So, like I said, patience is a virtue, because if you don't have the patience, you're not going to do well in investments. And the thing here is if you understand the risk and reward situation, then you've got something that's coming your way. With the block tick-tocking away to the 2,250,000, right now it's at 2,233,000, Apollo is getting there. When you have the things that they've done with the African Development Funding Group partnership, right now working and taking care of business in Africa, that's going on. Apollo's got you covered. Then that's a beautiful thing. When you're sitting there just doing your thing and going, hey, I wonder how Apollo's doing in Africa. And all of a sudden you go, oh my God. And that's, yeah, because their goal is to do a national currency. So if they do a national currency with their 0% inflation piece that they have for the hyperinflation country or countries, look out. Apollo's released the Sharding press release. They are cooking and getting there. And answering some of the questions I had over the last few days. So many new people getting into Apollo, and the reason why, they know what they're doing. It's taking a little bit longer for the mass to know about Apollo, but guess what? It won't take long with Sharding, DEX, and more is coming in. They have the right now the fastest network with 1 to 2 seconds. They're going sub-second. They have the most private network with IP masking, IP address masking, and penetrating the Great Chinese Firewall, coin mixing, coin shuffling. And basically covering up your information while you're transacting. And when you look at their platform, it is complete. It has all these features. And look how it kicks butt. You can pause the video and take a look. I'm not going to go through every one of them, but there's a ton. Just look over to the right and you see how they dominate. And that is this is what Apollo's been doing for the last year plus. And their roadmap is just impressive. And when you look at where they're going, DApps and smart contracts, yeah, there's just a lot going on. Sending your coins from one wallet to the next in a blink of an eye, sending them to the exchange in a blink of an eye. That's Apollo. And one guy had a question, how do you send from the exchange back to your wallet? It's easy. Just put in your APL wallet address. Starts with APL dash, and that's it. How many you want to send? Go. And also, too, never send your transactions to an exchange privately. Apollo gives you the choice, but don't do it for the exchange, because then you'll have delays in the coin's arrival. And you don't want that, because the exchanges aren't set up for that. Okay, now, when you look over at the new wallet design, and this is the blackout version of this is coming out in the next update, which is going to be a rush. Let me show you how that looks. The DEX of Africa. Oh yeah, fast. Look at this. Olympus. Privacy. The most rapid network in the land. Beats everybody. Everybody. Ripple everybody. Decentralized exchange. Sharding. Hermes. With all the features of a Hermes, with the adaptive forging. Forging and atomic swaps. Forging adds passive income. It's something that is a rush. I'm not going to play all these videos because you know what? We don't have all day. But you do have this. This exchange they're building. And they're putting in atomic swaps. This exchange built into your wallet is going to be a rush. Your wallet is your gateway to the next gen network. And it's NEXT gen. Some people say the 3rd gen. Well, guess what? It is the most advanced network in the world. And when you look at what they're doing, where they've been, and how they've been taking care of business, their all-in-one is truly an all-in-one. You look at Apollo to the left, look to the right. Apollo's green. Guess what? There's a lot of red out there. Okay, when you see that advantage, that domination, and they're doing the most advanced coding in the world, nobody's been able to do sharding. Nobody. Okay? Apollo's going to get it done this weekend. at the early part next week. You look at DEX built into your wallet with no KYC, no verification, with atomic swaps. And I'll say that again, atomic swaps. You look at what they're doing in Africa with the ADF partnership. Signed, sealed. We, the ADF, is our mandate of facilitating funding and solutions for the upliftment of Africa, and I'll skip it. It is for this reason that we have identified Apollo Currency Africa as the only and obvious choice with regard to cryptocurrency and its application in an African perspective, to form a partnership and integrate into our involvement in the African continent. Holy mackerel. Besides of Apollo's independent blockchain and endless features. And that's why it takes 20 minutes to do a video on Apollo, because they have endless features. The future king. And that is, let me go back to that. When you have the fastest coin, the most private coin, the most scalable coin, which is Sharding. Okay, Sharding basically makes it the most efficient network in the world. And the more people that use it, the more efficient it gets, instead of bloating out and slowing down like other networks. You gotta understand one thing. Do your research, and when you do your research and you see what's what, use this video as some of it to understand what's going on with Apollo. You have the possibility of taking care of business big time in 2019, 2020 because of what's going on. Oh, that's my new puppy. Hi. So anyway, you've got Apollo to the moon, and then I love that shirt. That is just beautiful, that look. Beautiful. There's a lot of things going on, and what I'm looking forward to is Apollo's development and what they've done in the past and where they're going. Their slogan, their piece is what's next. And holy mackerel, a lot is what's next. You're going to see over the next 10 days tons of stuff with Sharding, DEX, atomic swaps, the whole kit and caboodle with sub-second speed in the network. Patience is a virtue, and I'll tell you one thing, it's exciting to watch what's going on, and when it comes, I've been there since the beginning, and I am going to be there to guide everybody through the glory land of Apollo to the moon and beyond.